Chapter 3, Mishnah 3. The Mishnah now discusses a case where a mikveh was entirely filled with she'uvin. If a pit located on the slope of a hill is full of she'uvin, and a channel of rainwater flows down the slope entering the pit and leaving it, such that she'uvin from the pit is carried out into the channel, the pit remains disqualified until it is calculated that 3 lugana of the original water do not remain. Any water that flows out of the pit is bound to contain a mixture of the she'uvin from the pit and rainwater from the channel. A calculation must be made to determine at what point there will be less than 3 lugan of she'uvin left in the pit. At that point, filling the pit with the amount of rainwater still needed to complete 40 sah makes the mikveh valid. If 2 containers were emptying into a mikveh containing less than 40 sah, one of them a log and a half of water and the other a log and a half of water, or if a person wrings out his wet garment and thereby puts 3 lugan of water into the mikveh from many places, i.e. from different parts of the garment, or if one pours water out of a tzartzur, a jug with many small holes in the spout, thus emptying 3 lugan of water into the mikveh from many places, i.e. through different holes on top of the tzartzur, Rabbi Akiva rules that the mikveh is still valid because she'uvin disqualifies only when 3 lugan fall in from one place. Thus, 3 lugan that flow in from 2 containers, 1.5 log from each, or from many points of a garment, or from many holes of a container, do not disqualify the mikveh. But the sages rule that the mikveh is disqualified because, in their opinion, 3 lugan of she'uvin invalidate the mikveh even if they fall in separately. Rabbi Akiva said the rabbis who originally taught this law did not say if containers were emptying, the mikveh is disqualified, but rather if a container was emptying, the mikveh is disqualified. The law was said in the singular, not the plural. This indicates that for she'uvin to disqualify a mikveh, it must come from a single source. The sages said to him, those rabbis said neither that phrasing nor the other. Rather, they said a mikveh into which 3 lugan of she'uvin fell. They said nothing about the container.